What is up, everybody? We are back yet again with another comprehensive music review that's going to be hybrid again. That's right. We're doing the same thing that we did last time where we watch the song first and then we give our honest, very opinionated review. It's going to be fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. This song was just released as of the date of filming this at midnight today. It's currently 9:32 p.m. We're going to be reviewing The Migrant by Shadow of Intent. Haven't listened to it yet. We're going to go ahead, get right into it, enjoy ourselves, and we're going to hopefully have ourselves a grand old time because it's Shadow of Intent. They're my favorite band. I mean, they can't go wrong, right? So without any further ado, guys, we're going to jump right into it. Let's get it. That's interesting. They've gone back to Halo lore? I already like the intro. That's already great. Oh yeah. I love Bryce. Bryce immediately kicks it off. Obviously it's a music video, so like he's gonna look relaxed in it anyway, but he just is like, you know. Wow. We got a breakdown a minute in, bro. Alright. Oh, this sounds like Lorna Shore right here. This is good. It's like it. This is kind of like a mix between Reclaimer and like Primordial, and then also like some Lorna Shore. I like this. Ben sounds so good, dude. It's just incredible. I like it already. Oh, this is definitely a very Reclaimer riff right here. Oh, this is sick. Oh, wow. That's something new from Ben. I don't really hear him doing that a lot. This is good. Yeah, got the triplet blast. Wow. Is that it? That's the song. Well, now that that is all set to go, we're going to jump right into the review of things. Already, I can hear the influences going back to Reclaimer and Primordial. Honestly, the opening to this song, it did sound a lot like the return from Reclaimer, so I do I do enjoy that. It's definitely good to see that they've decided to kind of dip back into their roots a little bit. It sounds like that they're discussing Halo lore again. I mean, that's how they started out, as a Halo band, and then they kind of went off a little bit into some concept albums and then some album about war. I don't have a problem with either of those, don't get me wrong. My favorite album from them is Melancholy. But it's good to see that they decided, you know, hey, let's try and go back into the Halo lore a little bit, because, you know, that's always a fan favorite, and you can't go wrong with that. It's not like we're going to hate them for not going, you know, continuing in progression with the way they were going. But either way, like, as a song, it definitely keeps you on your toes. Like, there's a lot of different changes and a lot of different parts in this song that work pretty well together. I'm definitely not opposed to it whatsoever. Let's get into the mixing and mastering side of things. Very professionally, very well done. There's not a whole lot of complaints there. The tone and everything sounds really good. I like how the bass is very present in the mix. You can hear it alongside the guitar very well. The one thing I do say is that their guitar sound is like signaturely thin, but it's not thin in a bad way. It leaves a lot of room for the orchestra to be able to do its thing behind you, for the bass to be able to shine in the mix, and so that way there's a lot of ambience still left over while still being heavy enough to be considered metal. It's definitely very well done. I like the tone that they're using and all that. The snare on the drum kit sounds so fat. And that could just be how Bryce is playing the drums, but at the same time, I think we have to give credit to the mixing and mastering side of things as well. I think they're definitely doing a really good job there. As far as the composure and the actual musicality of this, like I said, it definitely keeps you on your toes. There's a lot of different changes. There's a lot of stuff. There's a breakdown the first minute into the song, so thank you guys for that. You know I love breakdowns. I'm sure they didn't do it for me, but I mean, like, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, overall, this is a very, like, progressive type piece, I guess you could say, from them. They're definitely keeping you on your toes. They're keeping you moving around a little bit because, again, there's a lot of changes that come up in the song. There's a lot of different parts. Heavy as balls, several breakdowns. I like breakdowns. I don't even honestly think I need to say anything more about that. That was a really good song. So continuing up again, Ben Dur sounds fantastic. His highs, honestly, on this one sound very nice and thick and crunchy. He sounds a lot like Kyle Anderson, and I like Kyle Anderson's highs. I honestly do think that these guys are on the top of their game right now. As far as their skill level, I'm not saying that they're, you know, topped out, like they can't get better than this. They can always get better than this, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, this is some peak Shadow of Intent right here. This is pretty good. Everybody just sounds fantastic together. To finish it up with another little overview, yeah, what an incredible song. Definitely, like I said, keeps you on your toes, keeps you kind of guessing a little bit. They definitely did mix it up, and they definitely are adding some other influences from some other bands. I can tell, you know, just listening to it that one time, I can hear a lot of inspiration from Brand of Sacrifice, from Lorna Shore, and from bands of that sort of genre. You kind of start to pick up some things from them and listen to them all the time and being like, you know what, hey, let's try doing this. Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's definitely good to hear. I don't mind listening to a little bit of, you know, like, rip off Lorna Shore. It's okay. It's not like I have any complaints with it. It works, and it's really heavy, and it works really nicely for them. And I think Shadow of Intent embodies that really well as well. So now to give it a rating. Now, I am going to compare it to some of my favorite songs from them, so I can't necessarily give it, like, the highest rating in the world. Because there's songs like This Coming Fire, The Barren and Breathless Macrocosm, Underneath a Sullen Moon comes pretty close, but, you know, I've got a lot of favorite songs from them. Comparing this song to all of those, it's going to be kind of tough, but I'm honestly going to give this song a solid 8.0 out of 10. It's a very solid, awesome, amazing song. There's definitely a lot of change-ups in the song that keep you guessing, and it's something that they don't usually do as a band. So I find that to be very intriguing. I find that to be very cool. So while they are still progressing as a band and all that and trying new things, they are still bringing back some of that older material and being like, hey, we can still slap just as hard. So definitely kudos to you guys. Great job, Shadow of Intent. It's an amazing song. And with all that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. So here's a couple ways that you can support me. You can go ahead and hit that subscribe button that's down below. Like the video and comment. What did you guys think of The Migrant by Shadow of Intent? Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear your opinion on it. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos that I got on my channel. There's a lot of content that we do all the time, so go ahead and check that out. And with all that being said, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.